So anyway, you can't really kill the Yorick without bursting him down real hard. You're just running out of mana and HP all the time. Really nasty to deal with, and he doesn't even have any items, to be honest. It's kinda crazy. Does he have armor runes or something? He has like 80 armor. I guess he's... oh well, he has, yeah, loads armor ball. Now with the... oh, you went 4 mana potions. That's sick. Also, you might wanna get wards still. Like, I think if you just went 3, you had money for a ward. But yeah, now you need to punish him real hard. The sustain game isn't really working for you so far, so you need to get the good all in. Use your like E and the auto attacks. You should out DPS him real hard. But now when Yorick gets the... yeah, he's gonna get them. Oh, he went Iceborne, so yeah. I don't know how this is gonna turn now, because he's also getting real strong. I'm not really sure what the plan here is. So. Oh, you do catch Yorick, but I don't know. There's like, I guess, some confusion among you about the target. Yeah, I didn't really see that Yorick kill working out. Oh, I'm not really sure if this Yorick is doing the right place here. I don't think he has the catch on you. Oh, but you stopped and get caught. Oh, and the hook on when you're still. I don't think you needed to like stop there. Yeah, I think Red should have the better late game with Tristan and Jax. And Ahri and Wukong, all of those are pretty good late. Thing is, if you never get there, then it's not gonna work. And also, I don't think the scaling and shit like that is that big part in solo queue. It usually comes down to like the map movements, getting picks, getting caught, having vision control. Like, the smarter team will win. It usually never comes down to like the 5v5 team fight where everyone is playing their champion correctly. If that was the case, I think team comp would be much more important. I think if you now, I would maybe get like Last Whisper next. I'm not sure if you're gonna get it, but maybe you are. And after that, I would probably just go tank. You should have enough damage from the other guys on your team, and you need to survive in the front line. Otherwise, this comp will not work. Like if everyone on your team is going super squishy, I think it might be a problem. Well, yeah, usually I like to get just about Hydra and Last Whisper, and maybe then get like Randuins and other tank items. Like sure, you could get like even a Black Cleaver. Actually, I like Black Cleaver a lot, but or even the just leaving it at Brutalizer is pretty good, but at some point you need to get some tankiness. Yeah, I think If that's how you build him, that's pretty good to me. I think CDR is also really important, and Black Cleaver gives that. But you're not really buying any wards. I'd like to see you buy some wards. Like now you're leaving base with 200 gold. That's like enough for 2 wards. You should be buying them. It doesn't really matter where you leave them, like here or here, or like if you wanna split push this way, then you would like need the ward here and probably in here. I don't really like Sunfire on Wukong that much. Like, he scales so nicely with the AD, and the Sunfire with like no... how should I say? I think Sunfire also like scales with then if you build a magic's penetration. So I think Sunfire is kinda overrated sometimes on Provisos. On full tanks it's a bit better sometimes, because if they deal 0 damage, then they can't also push lanes at all. So this fight, yeah. If you had the... well, what was that blind hook? Oh wait, I don't see the full vision. Oh yeah, they have the ward over there, so they know exactly where you are. And you get this real old. But yeah, like the vision control in this area, and you know, it's really important. And now you're going for magic resistance. Well, yeah, I think Yorick is like at least half of his damage is magic. So if you were to split push against him, it does matter. I think most of the time I just wanna get the run doings. I actually don't like Guardian HL that much. Like, if you have low base HP, like, I mean not just base HP, but if you don't buy a lot of HP, the resistance on Guardian HLs aren't that great. And if you're super squishy, like, what's the point of just having the Guardian Age? Like, it's not that bad of an item, but most of the time I just prefer not dying. Also sometimes a lot of times the Guardian HL effect is also really useless if you get caught and they should just kill you again. And once that happens, the cooldown is really long and the item alone without the full use of the effect is real bad actually. I don't think I've bought Guardian Angel in this season at all. Like if I play AD carries and AP carries, I always prefer to get like Banshee's Values. Or in some cases the Quicksilver Sash as my defensive item. And on Bruisers I never get the Guardian Edge. Well, I think scaling HP seals are like pretty good against magic damage. Against the physical damage lanes you usually wanna have like flat armor or scaling armor. I think a lot of people use scaling armor in the top lane right now. At least like mixed with the flat armor. It's so good against something like Riven or Wukong who deals almost full physical damage. Oh yeah, Wukong does get some free resistance, so basically the HP would be worth more than usually, but it still would have to depend on the matchup. I think you are just a bit too squishy still. And you need to like... I'm not really sure. Your team kinda lacks a good initiate. Like you you get the hooks, but sometimes that's like not enough if it's not an instant kill. Like I think right now your job is to pretty much kill the Katarina in this enemy team comp. Ezreal might be too hard to kill, to be honest, with the armor stacking and the mobility. Like if I look at the armor, Ezreal has 130, so that's a lot. Katarina at only 76, basically only the base arm. So now you go in, but you only hit the Lee Sin with your initial ultimate. Now they're just free to guide back. I think you were way too impatient. You need to wait until Katarina or Ezreal are easy to hit. And they just get away from you. Now you die to their front line and back line using long range spells. So Katarina gets the reset, and like this is the point you should be like be ready to instantly kill the Katarina as soon as she enters the fight. But it didn't happen because you were initiating and it wasn't great. You still have like game-changing damage if you land it on the correct targets. Yorick is just, you can't do much about him, and also Lee Sin is also really tanky right now. Whenever you play some champions like Wukong who aren't really that tanky at this moment, you really need to get your team fights right, because you are so squishy that if you don't assassinate someone, you're just gonna die for free and don't get much done. Yeah, you're not really even hurting the Ezreal that much right now. I think if you just were a bit more patient, had the right tank items, the Tristana would probably carry this game, to be honest. Like now once she gets last whisper, I think all you really need is the front line and to kill the Katarina so that the Katarina won't kill the Tristan. Like your job would be to just counter the Katarina. Or possibly contain the front line so Tristana can do her job. I think Wukong's like biggest power spike should be when you complete your first 2 items and you should be like looking to kill some squishy people right there, and then once the game goes to this point and you don't have a gold advantage, Wukong isn't really that great. You just mostly have to go for real tanky build and hope your backline is strong enough. Yeah, like that. If you get Q and the full ultimate on Ezreal, he might still die from it. So you had some people helping you there. This could be a Baron if you went for it, because Lee is bottom. He wouldn't come in time if you just trust Baron instantly over him. So what will you get? I think you had 3 Baron. You better get at least a turret here. But you don't have minions, so it's not gonna happen, I guess. So I think you guys didn't realize you had the 3 Baron over there. Because Lee was bottom. It can be like difficult to maybe realize those calls sometimes. Or the most difficult part is probably to get your team to follow, but there are a few tricks to use. Like one of them is to use the smart things like I'm on my way, help me, assist me, and then the standard being like if you use all those things, people might think there are like more than one guy in that call, like going for it, and then you might get all 4 people that coming to that. Also you wanna have the. Also you wanna say it in the chat like let's Baron, we can Baron, free Baron Lee is bottom. No, but if you're this like behind like this and you get the 2 kills, like you got Katarina and Thresh, there's like not much to do. Like you have to go for those 50-50 Baron calls. Like what if the Ezreal never comes there? Like you would get 3 Baron, and even if he comes, you are 4 against 1. I don't think Ezreal was like strong enough for quadra kill. But even if he was, you would still at least have a pretty good attempt at it. You need to like sometimes make those calls to get back in the game. Now this is like no good right now. Wait, what? When did they kill the Baron? Am I so fucking out of it again? So yeah, here you get the picks. And Lee is bot. Like right now, when Jax kills this Gathering. If this was high elo game like Diamond 1 or Master, I'm like 100% sure Jax or someone else would make the call for the Baron. But then again, yeah, they do have the Yorick, but I think you can deal with it. Also, they didn't even have wards for it. I would just have tried to make the Baron call. It was your big chance for comeback, I think. You were in good shape there to go for the Baron. But now the opposite happens. I guess they group up and get the free Baron. You even have vision right now. So you know they're going for it, but you're not even in position to stop it. I think it's usually pretty obvious after they have inhib down and they are like grouping up in this area that they would go for Baron, but your team is reacting way too slow. You are the only one to get in the pizza. And the Jax is in no. Yeah, too far. And I guess this is just final seconds, yeah. But yeah, you weren't really able to handle the Yorick. I don't think like any amount of sustain items will help you. Like the flash start is for sure better than Doran's blade. But then you went for like maybe too much lifesteal and you needed to like have the burst to kill him, like Black Cleaver or Brutalizer and Tiamat or something like that. Just the maximum damage, maybe that would kill the Yorick in lane, that is. But yeah. And then also in the important fights in the early game you weren't kinda getting the right initiator ultimates. And then there was the Baron call that I would have made. So yeah, I guess that's that. And also, like I said many times during the game, you weren't really getting wards. Like usually when I want to carry from top, I have huge split pushing pressure, and I keep up good wards, like so they would never catch me or kill me. And And for sure I try to dominate my lane opponent, not just stay in lane.